Alright, should be okay now. Right, so welcome to the stream. I do want to continue with this. Let's what I'd like to do though, I haven't made a new world for a while. Just curious. I guess we'll do buffet world. What happens if you do something like this? Planes. There was an end generation. Planes, floating island. Let's have a look at that. Why not? Floating planes. What I'd like to do actually is look at some of the, because this is a new update, so it'll be fun to check out some of the new stuff. Let's just start by looking at the honeys blocks. You do get weird gen, don't you, like this? How does it look over here? Ah, interesting. It's pretty good though. So yeah, so in the latest update we got these blocks. We got honeycomb blocks and honey blocks. And these are like ladders or something, aren't they? I think they're like ladders, these things. Let's have a look. Oh, wait a minute. I just want to see how they work, because I literally haven't seen this yet. I mean, I've seen it. I saw it at Minecon, but... So basically, as long as you're at the top of it, I think you're alright. Isn't there like a way you could sort of... Weird. You basically go down, it is weird though. And I believe the crafting recipe... Look at the crafting recipe for these. I believe it's this. We'll just check it though. I should really do like... Is it this? It's the other way around, isn't it? But yeah, I do want to do a little bit of something on the... Alright, it's time to go to the wiki. Hmm. Yeah, it's very difficult, you know, to work out how to do this, because every time I click away... How are we going to do this? What is the deal with the beehives? They like the flowers, right? What do they do with the flowers? Do they actually do anything with the flowers? They might do. I can't really tell though. Okay, I've got the wiki page up now, so we're going to try and work this out. Sound. How do you do sound, actually? Play sound. Entity. I don't think this matters, does it? So that's the bee death noise. Just so I know these noises, because it's useful to know them, right? That's the bee hurt noise. Can you change this without... You can. Okay, that's good. So that's bee buzzes. And then there's the angry buzz. So when the okay, and then there we have the pollination, which is the pollinating one is the happy one, right? Entity.b.pollinate. Oh, that's it. Okay, so that means okay. Uh, So they come from oak and birch trees found in plains and flower forest. You know what? Let me try a flower forest instead. Actually, this is a bit of a gimmick. We'll just do a regular flower forest with the surface generator, because you never know. Sometimes these things are mess up. It should be okay like this. Okay, the regular flower forest. Bees spawn in small groups around bee nests hanging from oak and birch trees found in plains, sunflower plains. So we should be able to find one, unless we have to give you, unless it's not even implemented at this stage. This, I hope it is, but you never know with these things, right? We should be able to find a bee nest somewhere, especially in a place like this. But like I say, it may be only in default world gen. So we'll look around for a minute here. I don't exactly understand how, like, okay, we got one. Alright, so there's the normal world gen, right? So there's a bee nest, right? Alright. So what I'll do is I just want to go through, I'll go through various pages here. And if you're typing in the comments, I'm just missing it in the moment because I can't look at that at the moment. I will look at it when I finish this Wikipedia page, whatever, Minecraft Wikipedia page. Okay. Bees fly around their nests and are attracted by small or tall flowers. Okay. And I remember, and also, you know, at the beginning they liked the water, but not so much anymore. After circling a flower for a while, a bee can collect pollen. A bee carrying pollen changes its texture to include pollen spots on its back and emits pollen particles. Oh, I see. There's two spots on that bee's back. So when you have spots on the bee's back, The problem is they've all got it. I want to see one which has not got it. I think it's those 2 spots at the base of the back. Yeah, you see, there's no spots on that bee. Okay, so if you had particles turned off, you would still be able to see, because you would see those. You see those 2? They're like light coloured spots on the back. Okay. Bees that have pollen have a chance to pollinate crops they fly over. When a crop is pollinated, it advances to another growth stage, similar to using bone meal. In order to fertilise crops, the pollen particles that fall off the bee have to touch the crop. When a bee that has pollen enters and then leaves its nest or hive, the honey level of the nest hive is increased by 1. Bees stay in their nest. That's what I don't understand. Honey level. I guess we'll look at that in a minute. And what is this noise? I think like if I had a crop around, it might be because it can do the crops, right? So let me just check this. This is an example, right? I thought they didn't like the... I think basically what it's trying to say is they go back to the nest, so they increase the yield of honey combs, right? The honey level. But what is that noise though? Okay. Well, bees follow plays holding small flowers. Okay, let's try that then. So we get a small flower. So what if I go to this area here? They're not pollinating though, are they? I mean, what is it trying to say there? Okay, so this behaviour, the resting on the ground, is actually normal behaviour as well, right? Yeah, you see, they all go on the ground eventually, right? Wait, I'm just thinking why they're going on the ground. If the player is standing still and being followed by bees, the bees go towards the player, face the player, and rest on the ground. They do this until the player moves. Bees that enter and leave their nest or hive keep their data, name, health, etc. Bees return to their nest when it rains. Let me see that. Okay, but it doesn't supersede this behaviour, right? One of these bees, I assume, doesn't have a nest. Okay, when it says return to their nest, I think it means go under the shade of the tree, right? This bee, I think, has probably not got a nest. Yeah, I think it just means... That's why the, yeah, because, okay. Okay, take increased... Okay. Let's grab a lead here. Okay, so can they go in the rain, or do they take damage? No, I think they're okay there. Okay. Okay, and then they have the campfire. Alright, so let's just check the breeding thing. I think I may have already done this. I actually saw the growth ticks there for some reason. Might want to put it in the creative. So this is the anger stage, right? I'm not sure they've actually done this. I guess they have done the stinger, but I didn't actually hear the stinger noise. Interestingly, I think that's weird. Is the poison, does that after attacking and poisoning, the bees lose the sting and die within 56 seconds? Okay. Okay. So basically the reason that one died like that, and then if we want to grow the bee, you just grow it like... So they actually all died. Basically, once they get into that stage, you know they're going to... Well, it takes a lot of them. Literally a stack to grow it. Yeah. Literally about a stack to grow that. Okay. Okay. So the bee nest, this is what I don't really understand, like from what I can gather, right, the bee nests actually have the bees inside, right? They can be mined by any tool or by the player that they break faster with an axe. So axe is the main, they don't drop anything. So you can mine them. Interesting. So if I mine them with... interesting. This is really interesting, actually. Basically, when you mine the hive, unless you mine it with Silk Touch, if you mine it with Silk Touch, the bees will actually stay inside the hive. As absurd as that sounds because of their size, right? But they'll actually be inside the hive. If you don't use Silk Touch, so basically if I just mine... So I use the proper tool, which is an axe, right? Let's use a... I'm curious to see like a stone axe, the break speed here. There probably won't be any inside because I think they're probably all out at this point, but you never know. But basically what it's trying to say is because I don't have Silk Touch on this, right? Oh, you see they were in there. And he's pissed. Interesting. So the angry... That is really interesting. So the angry bees... So they're angry bees, but if they're inside the hive, they actually won't kill you. Okay. Well, they won't kill themselves in a sense because they won't poison you. Super interesting, that. What it essentially means... You know what? It's just too interesting, that. There's a lot of interesting stuff. I may have to do another episode on this. Let's find another one quickly. Okay, so we can see how many bees are in here, for instance. So there should be loads in here, right? Yeah, you see, and they immediately aggro. Right. Let's get another one. This better not be the same thing. Where is it? It might be the same one by mistake. I don't know how he's got pollen already though. Let's just go somewhere else quickly. Flower Forest used to look a certain way. They used to have a special generator where you could do really crazy stuff. Not that common to find the hives though, is it? Not like all over the place. I don't know if they're more common to this type of tree. Yeah, I really can't see any at the moment. There's no changes to the locate, is there? I'm not sure you could find a pillager outpost before. Maybe you could. There's certainly that is improved from before. Why am I not finding any more hives here? That makes no sense. It tells me there might be something wrong with the world generator. Because there should be more bees around. I don't think they've done it yet, basically. Alright, forget about that then. I guess we'll get some more bees. I think I need to... I don't know, I might just leave it here. I think I've kind of seen most... I sort of understand a lot of the stuff at this point. I do wonder, like, about the breeding situation of the, because I think like maybe if you spawn the bee, it doesn't register. What you would think it would register, the new bees would register. That's how I would see it. I'm just curious if we spawn them like that, are we going to see any pollen effects? Like we did with ones with an actual, which actually you knew came from a certain bee nest. I'm just curious, like, bee. It's not telling me what MBT you need to put in. No, you're seeing nose spots on the back. So basically, you can't just spawn them in. You have to find them, I think, in the world. Is there no way to spawn a bee with pollen? There might be, right? Uh, the problem is they've got no home nest. So give them a bit of time. Not really. I really don't think there are any. Oh no, there's a real one. I don't know. I guess I could try. Next time what I might do is just look at the video. I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it there for now.